All right, today we're gonna learn how to clean and organize one of these. This is my fridge. As you can see right now, it's a little dirty. There's a few really dirty spots I have to focus on.
I'm not 100% sure what this is. I'm pretty sure it's dark soy sauce.
So I'll show you how to deal with those and how to deal with those, really bad spots. And so for cleaning products, that you should never use harsh chemicals on your fridge because you're storing food on it, possibly directly on the fridge surface. You do not want bleach, ammonia, etc. on your food. So with that said, I would generally, I'm on my knees right now, by the way. I'm not actually sure. But I would just mix some vinegar, mix some alcohol, some warm water, and if you need a little dish soap, then maybe, but that already is enough. If you really need to clean something, you should use bleach, you should use a harsh chemical, but I usually just, do that. I don't know, call me a pussy. All right, I got my mixture right here of just warm water, soap, and alcohol, rubbing alcohol. This is the mixture I'm gonna be using today. All right, so the first step in this process is to start clearing the fridge out. Do not clean your fridge with anything in it. We do not want any of these products mixing with our food. That's disgusting, that's common sense. There's probably someone out there that needs to be told that. So take all your food out. This is a really good opportunity to start throwing away all your old condiments, anything that's bad in there, or anything you just haven't eaten in a long time that's just like fermenting in there, like you got some pickle jar in the back or something like that. Either drink the juice, which is really good for you, or just throw it away. I'm gonna show you the very interesting things I found in my fridge.
I had this lone green onion. It's so dry. And yeah. This, I think it's, what is this? Cilantro. Oh, unfortunate. I really like cilantro. I don't want to throw this away.
Alexa, be quiet. Okay, I just need to tell you this cheese, okay? So basically, when we were on a camping trip, and my mom gave this to me. My mom wasn't with me, she gave it to me beforehand. And it was in the cooler, and a bunch of water got inside of like the steak packaging. And then when I took it out, it just all poured into the cooler. And this was open in the cooler, and there was a bunch of water in it. So I was like, I don't know if I should eat this, but it's low-key pepper jack. But it's also low-key food club, so no. All right, this is my completely cleaned out microwave. Okay, so after all your stuff's cleared out, you've thrown away all your condiments and everything, you can start spraying the fridge down with your mixture. Give it a few good sprays on like maybe if there's like a stained area. Say let it sit for about 2 minutes before you wipe it down. All right, so right here, there's a seal around the fridge. And you're gonna wanna get a toothbrush or something like that and really scrub it in there and then just wipe it out. And when I say spray the solution in your fridge, I mean all over the walls. Take the bottom ones out, spray it all over the walls, all over the panels, the removable shelves, to really get it all sprayed. Not to mention the door. You need to spray the door as well. All right, so once everything's soaked, you're gonna wanna take all the removable parts out, let them sit somewhere, and you're gonna wanna clean out all of the inside. So all around the walls, on the bottom and all that. Just scrub your fridge, get it clean, scrub all the little dirts off in the corners. Okay, and then once you've just cleaned your fridge is sparkling, you can move on to those panels, scrub them down, scrub out those stains. Just really similar to the fridge, try and get them as clean as possible. You want to do a good job, don't half-ass it. And then rinse them off really good, dry them off a little bit, we don't want mold growing in the fridge. And then after you're done with that, you can start organizing. And I'm gonna show you how you can put all your stuff back into your fridge and have it ready to go when you're cooking and how to organize it like that. Also, I'm gonna show you how to organize everything for food safety. All right, so the top shelf is for things mostly just for leftovers. The middle shelf is gonna be your most used shelf. So let me kind of break down why each shelf is for different things.
This is the warmest up here. The cold air, it settles to the bottom. And down here is the coldest. So I'm gonna put my cheese here in the middle. Things like salsa, dairy, yogurt, sour cream, milk. I got 2 milks, one for the cereal and one for the... Yeah. I got 2 milks, one for the milk and one for the milk. Dude, I remember when I was in elementary school, people used to think that was the funniest shit. I got a singular pickle, jelly or jam. I also recommend putting the things you use the least in the back, and also the things you want to avoid, like sugar stuff. Put it in the back. Keep all the shit you need in the front. I ate a pickle, but I meant to say you can also store pickles in here. This is also a good spot for eggs, but I'm not gonna put them here because you notice that I have this cut out. I actually have a really cool tip that you might have noticed earlier that I'm gonna share to you guys. Okay, now this drawer right here, this is where all your meat is gonna go. Most of my meat is in the freezer, but I do have this chicken that I wanna cook, so I'm gonna put that in there. And that's just for meat. And after you organize your fridge, you might notice you have way more room than you thought you did. All right, now in this lower section, this is where you're gonna wanna keep your, your vegetables and whatnot, and your fruits. I would recommend putting things like carrots, like separate packaging at the bottom, and then placing like things like this, like a cabbage head on top. So it's not making like direct, you're also not smashing the cabbage head, but it's also not making direct contact with the plastic. All of your condiments are ugly. You probably don't have a single pretty condiment. I mean, none of the packaging mixes with each other. I guess none of it does here, but just whatever, and hear me out. And this also depends on how big your fridge is. If you gotta keep the sauces in here, do that. I don't have a lot of food. Just a huge reminder that I need to go grocery shopping. But you can use this also for your sauces. And I use it for the sauces that I don't really use, and I just have all my quick access sauces right here. All right, now onto the shelves. Here, this is where you can store things like butter, along with the middle shelf as well. I like to store berries on this shelf as well. Okay, now the egg secret I have, which I can't really show you because I don't have another egg carton. I can't show you fully. But basically, this is an egg carton. This is a typical dozen. And I just cut these 2 out right here. And you might have to cut it to your fridge. But basically what I did is I cut it in a way where it could slide into this little thingy right here. Now, your specific fridge might not be, okay, an egg just broke. This is the after. I'm kind of disappointed for reasons that aren't obvious, or maybe they are. Look how empty my fridge is. I think I'm a little disappointed in myself. It's a good reminder that I need to go grocery shopping. But if you enjoyed this video, if you thought it was funny, or you learned something, please like, please subscribe. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.